Good evening, board members. My name is Don Osabar. I own and live with my wife, 206 Fairway Lanes. Just got maybe, how should I begin? I'll say thanks a lot for just allowing me to share some of my thoughts and feelings. I applaud the Southpointe Golf Club for their ambition to bring to our community a facility as Hope Learning Center and a daycare center. However, was there any real consideration given to those property owners I mentioned, who live in the proximity of the area that's intended for this site? Consideration by the developers, I don't think was ever adhered to in terms of traffic congestion, what was mentioned, property evaluation, mentioned, noise, disturbing waterfowl in those waterways down there, such as blue herons. I've seen them fish for their food. Did anyone on that development committee ask the PA Fish and Wildlife area if it's acceptable for any kind of a disturbance? Another point. What about the construction of a 45,000 square foot building? 3-story structure that will probably take about 1 year to erect and complete. Over. The noise, excavation, cement trucks, dust, steel beam deliveries at 3 o'clock in the morning. I lived through them. I live across the street from Consol, Fairmont Supply. Also, I'm asking, you're going to put a school in, a daycare center, health learning center for kids? It's going up next to a saloon. You got smoke, cigarette smoke, you got alcohol. What does the state law say about that one? I say to them, but build this unit, but not on this particular parcel of land. Find some other place. This does not make any sense. Hey, thanks for listening, or do what's right.
On a request not to hold it open because of submission of a brief, I'll accept that he offered that listen. If he doesn't want to have it held open for his submission of a brief. So if there's no other testimonies, nobody else wishes to enter anything to the record?
I'd like to speak if I could.
Okay.
I spent a lot of time trying to get ready for this tonight. And the thing that really, pardon?
Your name for the record, please.
My name for the record is Margaret Fisher, and I live at 210 Fairway Landings Drive, which directly overlooks the 6th hole of the Southpointe Golf Course. Excuse me. And as I said, I spent a lot of time trying to get ready for this meeting tonight to kind of organize my thoughts as well as make an effective presentation. And what is occurring to me is that Miss Sweeney and her firm are just trying to do an end run. You know, we'll call this a conditional use kind of thing, but it really means something else. And it would be my hope that we get down to the nitty-gritty of what this is all about and not protract this for another days, months, years, whatever. But here are my thoughts, and this is what I would like to say. My name is Margaret Fisher, and I live at 210 Fairway Landings Drive, which overlooks the fairway of Southpointe Golf Club. I moved to my home exactly 11 years ago this month, after looking at several other homes in Fairway Landings. I bought my home primarily because of the beautiful view of the golf course, and in particular the rolling hills down the fairway and the little stream that runs through it. Believe it or not, it reminded me of my parents' home, the house that I grew up in, which is not too far from here. I am opposed to the proposal for the SMS Medical Building or the Hope Learning Center, whatever the correct term is, for the following reasons. One, the aesthetics. A 45,000 square foot building adds nothing to the landscape of the golf course. It would appear out of place. But if they were looking to do something for the golf course, a little snack bar, a rain shelter or something, that might be something different. Secondly, the environment. As I mentioned, I've lived here 11 years. I believe that the huge brick building would upset the balance of nature in that area. 11 years ago, a larger creek off to the left of the hole number 6, as you're looking toward the Isoplex, and I'm not sure if this is a tributary of the Chartiers Creek or not, but it was clearly visible. You could see this big creek over there. Now it is totally overgrown, and who knows what is under there and the effect of a $45,000 square foot building would do. Further, along this line, if the care that has been given to the pond, the brown pond, with a non-working fountain at that hole number 8 is any indication of how that property is going to maintain, if this building were approved, is just another eyesore on the golf course. 3, it's a matter of safety. Traffic is an issue at rush hour, and while Mr. Swisher says that the problem is on West McMurray Road, there would be no traffic jams if there were not so many cars attempting to get in and out of the property at those times, let alone parents and buses trying to pick up children. There are 7,000 people that work in Southpointe. The highest and best use. Have there been any studies done that would indicate or show a good need for this in the neighborhood? It is my understanding that the Canon-Macmillan School Board is highly regarded for the number of services it provides to special needs children. And as for the other health professionals that need space, there is plenty of space, office building available throughout the park. And lastly, financially, economically, if I were looking to put a building in Southpointe, there are plenty of spaces. You've got to be kidding me that they need to put up a whole new building with 45,000 square feet. Here is a list, and certainly it is not exhaustive of most of the properties available for lease at Southpointe. It should be clear there is no need for further development, especially at the golf club, and especially there now. There are 7 properties listed here which can accommodate 45,000 square feet, one of which is already zoned SD. I implore you to end this folly of the SMS Medical Building at hole number 6. Thank you for your consideration, thank you for your time, thank you for letting me speak. I'll give you this list of the properties available now.
Anybody else?
Point of clarification, the briefs you want are on the record that is made tonight, is that correct, sir?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Any other questions from the board members? Based on the record tonight.
Yeah, based on the record. Well, how long of a timeline?
20 days.
We'll probably make the decision at the next meeting, which is September 6th. I'd like at least 2 weeks, so yeah, how about August 22nd, I think, 2 Mondays from now?
It gives you enough time to help us. August 22nd, I'm expecting.
And they may be sent to me, and anybody may submit any legal issues they wish.
All right, there is no further testimony. We'll consider this hearing closed, and thank you.